Alright, hell yeah, I think we're live. So today, I'm taking a break from the cycling. I figured I'd just do a little bit of hiking. I'm gonna try to go to this one park that I found while looking for spots to fly drones. It's a little ways away, so we have a bit of a walk, but it shouldn't be as long as the first hiking stream I did. So should be a nice little change of pace. It's beautiful weather, so figured why not. I was enjoying the downtown San Jose streams, but it's a little bit too chaotic for my liking. I like a little more peace in my live streaming. I mean, I have to admit, like, going through all the cars and traffic and shit like that, it was fun for a little bit, but, like, it does stress me out a little bit when I'm, like, taking these turns, and I don't know if these people are turning or if they're gonna try to run me over or shit like that, because it's not like I haven't ever gotten in a crash with a car before. Unfortunately, I have crashed quite a few times running into cars. Luckily, nothing like major other than like a little bump or shit like that, but none of them have been caught on camera. So I'm hoping the more I start to either like live stream my rides or just record with the GoPro, I'm hoping sometime, or well, I mean, I don't want to crash, but if I were to crash, I want to get it on video, if that makes any sense to you. That tree has seen better days. Oh yeah, this road is so fucking annoying. They have been like adding sidewalks to this road for like the past year, and it's such a fucking clusterfuck. I hate to cuss so much, but I have to express my frustration with the time delays somehow. But I mean, they definitely are making progress, so it's not gonna take forever. But luckily it doesn't really impede my biking, although it does make me have to use a full lane on this road instead of having access to the bike lane, which is probably more annoying for the cars than me, but I just have to keep my cadence up and not get fazed by them cars honking behind me. Like, obviously there's no room here for a bike path yet, so I mean, there's barely room for a sidewalk. Actually, there isn't now that they got the pavement all laid down, but I mean, it should be better in not too long. Yeah, like, see the cyclists here are gonna have to take the full lane. cross right here. Actually, no, there's too many cars, god damn it. I might have to just cross at the intersection. I almost got tripped up by that fucking curve. The sidewalk there is slightly off kilter. Alright, we're good. See, I don't know how I feel about this shit right here, because they got the bike path, but they also have like a curb separating it. So like, if you wanted to make a left turn, you would just have to take up the whole lane and you couldn't get out of it. I mean, unless you wanted to hop like 2 curbs like that, but that's like some sketchy shit I ain't trying to do. I mean, at that point, I just go into regular traffic and not even use the lane altogether, so. But if you're going straight, I don't think it matters too much. I'm fucking done with these cars. I'm gonna take the railroad for a little bit. Let me just check on the stream real quick, make sure nothing. Yeah, it's going good. I hope the angle's alright. I had this shit like really tightly adjusted so that when I was biking it wouldn't shift too much, but of course I have to adjust it so I can use it just walking. So it should be at an alright angle, though it's not too easy for me to see where it's pointed at, I guess. Alright, let's try to cross here, not get run over. It's so empty here, there's not really too much concern with traffic, at least at the time right now. I'm sure if it was 5 o'clock, it'd be a fucking cluster fucking here. I fucking say that way too much on these streams, but it definitely is a perfect word to describe the craziness that drivers here are. Although most of the time they're not that crazy, but they're definitely like risk calculated, I would say. They drive aggressively, but not aggressive enough to where they would actually end up in a collision or anything like that. They are more like if they have the option to like take the faster path, they're obviously gonna do so. But if it is at a certain risk level that they would likely to cause a collision, then they wouldn't do it. Now downtown San Jose, man, those drivers, it's a mix, because you have some that just drive like they couldn't give a fuck about if they get there fast or not, but there are some who are like so aggressive, it's insane. Like I'm trying to think of a good example, but I know some drivers who would make a left on a what's it called, like it's a 2-lane road and they're stopped at an intersection, they would make a left even when it's red, which is, I mean, obviously illegal. You can only like go right on a red if it's clear. But some people are just so impatient, they just say fuck it. hope it doesn't get too windy, because I ain't trying to let this audio turn into shit with all the wind. Because when I was watching back some of the streams I did on the bike, and some of them, like, the wind was so fucking bad, just howling, that the audio was like, a lot of it was completely, like, I don't want to say fucked up, but it was definitely altered in a way that you couldn't really get what the original was. So I'm trying not to let that happen again, but you can only do so much to avoid the wind noises, I guess. I think I said something earlier about, like, maybe using like one of those like dead cat, like, fur things. I've seen a lot of like other YouTubers use those on like GoPros and shit like that, but I have no idea how well they would work on a phone. I would think like similarly, but I don't know. I think it would like impede the use of my phone regularly, you know, when I wasn't streaming with it. One thing that has been a massive fucking lifesaver with these streams, though, is the my battery bank that I've been using. Because the first, I think one of the earlier streams I did when I was hiking up, I think it was Fremont Older, those hills over there, was that my battery life would just tank like within like half an hour, especially when you're like streaming in like hot weather and the battery just drains so quickly. But this battery pack's been working out really nice for me, because it can pretty much keep up with the discharge and like charge a little bit on top. So I mean, it's not like my phone is constantly 100%. Like it charges a lot slower than it would if it was just completely turned off. But it definitely charges enough to where it's not like it discharges slower, it still charges when I got the battery bank plugged in. I've had some shitty ones in the past that could like not deliver enough voltage or some shit like that, and like the phone would say it's charging, and it might have been like charging the phone like a little bit, but the phone was still using so much power that the charger couldn't keep up, so it was still discharging even though the phone said it was charging. So yeah, try not to cheap out when you get battery banks, because there's some like really bad ones that just like, I mean, in an emergency I'm sure it would work, like if you had your phone completely off and just like let it sit for a little bit. But if you're like trying to stream at the same time as you're charging your phone, you gotta get a good quality one that delivers enough voltage. Anyways, enough talking about batteries. I'm trying to enjoy the peace that this beautiful day is trying to give me. So I'm gonna take a left after these rails, and I think we're gonna have to just go with the traffic for a little bit, but it should die out soon. I'm not too concerned about cars. Looks like we got a mob of people rolling up on us. Surprised I haven't seen anybody walking their dog down this trail. I usually find like 2 or 3 people that are strolling down here. Although it's not like super late, so I figured most people are still at work. Don't really got time to walk their dog at this hour. What the hell? Looks like a broken kid's bike right here. That's so random. Looks like it's missing pedals and a steer. Completely gone, the steer tube and the front wheel. I would love to hear the story behind that. Like some 3-year-old prodigy that just fucking does crazy tail whips and I don't know. My imagination can just go off with that. In reality, it's probably somebody stole it and maybe could only get I don't know. I don't know why the fuck that's there. Alright. Time to get back on the real road. Not the railroad, the real road where actual cars drive on. Looks like these shops are pretty busy right now. I'd say this is pretty average traffic for Wednesday. I have to admit though, the shade that these buildings are giving me is definitely a nice break from that constant heat. Damn, a Ferrari. That was an old school one too, none of this new shit. I have to admit, of all like the expensive cars, I think Ferrari is the company that brings a lot more style than others do. Like, I think personally, like Rolls-Royce and Bentleys, like they look so fucking like boring. Like they have no real like unique design elements other than their price tag, it feels like. Although the Lamborghini Countach from like the 80s, that definitely had some unique styling to it. That's like one of the ultimate classic cars from the 80s. I think it was 80s at least. It might have been like early or late 70s, early 80s. Definitely way before my time though. You know what? Let's take a detour. Let's I know there's a little what's it called? Gravel road down here, so figured might as well take that if we're going the same direction. Get a little break from the sidewalk, I guess. Oh man, I should have brought some water with me. I was not expecting it to be this warm today. I thought it was going to be cloudy since it was in the morning. Although the clouds have... I mean, they're still there, but the majority of them have scattered. This is a nice little cul-de-sac right here. I'm sure it's quite expensive real estate over here. Are those birch trees? They look really nice. Definitely don't see many of them here. The one tree that I'm like so annoyed that they're so common here is the eucalyptus. Like, they're not particularly like good looking, and they're just kind of obtrusive. Like, I think that one's the eucalyptus right there. Like, they're just kind of bleh. Like, they do grow nice and big and tall, but they don't really have any unique style to them other than being, I don't know, it's just a fucking tree. That's all I can say about it. Like, if eucalyptus trees, like, grew some type of fruit on them, and I would fucking love them then, but they don't even make any pretty flowers. They don't make any delicious fruit. All they do is just grow leaves. Yeah, so this is that little gravel trail I was talking about. It's not like long or anything, but I just thought it was a better option than the sidewalk. Over here though, we got the I think it's Blackberry Farm Golf Course or some shit like that. Never played on it, but it looks kind of neat. It's only 9 holes, I'm pretty sure, but it never really fills up. Like, I don't really see all that many golfers on it. Definitely looks like it has been here for a while, because this place would drive a pretty penny if they were to ever sell it. You got some big bucks for this much land. Ooh, nice little BMW M3. I'm not sure what year that is, but my God, if I would want one of those. Although BMWs are kind of boring, to be honest. Like, ever since the E30, they've pretty much looked the exact same, just with like minor curves and minor differences in the geometry of the body panels and shit like that. Got a nice little bridge with some shade from that tree right here. It's kind of weird though, like, I don't know why you would use like this thick ass fucking steel for like the railings and like the structure, but then put like this like janky ass wood that's just gonna rot in like 5 years. Like, I understand like the aesthetic reasons for it, but in practicality it's just like a liability, because then you gotta worry about replacing it when it like rottens and like pieces starting falling through, and then you got somebody that like gets their foot stuck in a hole and yeah, I'm just thinking like concrete would probably be a better option than the wood on that bridge. Oh, that's a fancy looking car on the back of that tow truck, flatbed. Looks like I want to say 70s, like I have no idea what it is. Almost looks like a Mustang. Yeah, it looks like an old beat up Mustang from like the 70s. Now that I think about it, I don't really see too many muscle cars on these streets now. Like, I see a lot of Teslas, a lot of SUVs, but nothing really like old school or classic, I guess. I mean, occasionally you do see the classic 911, or some other like old sports car, but nothing like muscle, I would say. That Nissan truck looks pretty interesting. Looks like that thing was built to be off-road. Definitely lifted up, but the front end looked like it was completely redone. But 90% of the cars I see can be summed up as sedans, minivans, SUVs, and hatchbacks. And I guess the occasional work van. Or truck. Yeah, there's not too many variation beyond that. Those Ford Transit vans, they look so top heavy. At one of my old jobs, I had to drive one of them, and it felt like a school bus, to be honest, even though I've never, of course, driven a school bus, but like that's what the feeling I get when I try to turn. Like it's just so ungodly large, and like it's pretty much just a box on wheels. Doesn't really have too much handling to it. Like really high off the ground, center of gravity probably. See, if I were to go straight on this road, I would eventually end up at the big-ass quarry they have in those mountains. But the last time I went there with my SLR camera, one of the workers there like pulled up next to me and like basically told me to fuck off and that I couldn't take photos there. So I don't think they would take too kindly for me to just walk up and start streaming the place. Yeah, so at that light, I should take a right. And then it should be pretty straight from there, I think. I've only been to this place once, and that was after I found it looking randomly on Google Maps, and it looked like the perfect place to do some drone flying. And I mean, it was pretty perfect. The only kind of sketchy thing was that a power plant was right next to it. So I was thinking, like, what if some like magnetic field like was sent out from it or some shit and made my drone fuck up in like the accelerometer or some shit like that. But luckily no bad shit like that happened, and I mean, it's far away off that it shouldn't really cause any issues. Damn, we got a fucking hype beast that has Z30 or Z350 up here. Those are pretty cool cars. They are, I think right now they're probably one of the more popular drift cars just because they're fairly cheap. They have a lot of power, and of course they're rear wheel drive, so it makes them a perfect drift car. Alright, what are we doing at this intersection? Yeah, on this road, they got some of those big old gravel trucks just hauling shit down here. I think I ran into a few while I was streaming on my bike, and they're just like so loud and annoying. Like there you can see one going by over there. Yep, another one. Although those ones aren't really that long, they're only like one trailer long. The ones I've seen earlier, they were like two like really long ones attached to just one truck at the front. I wonder how much those fuckers weigh, cause like I would be so scared if I had to drive one of those, cause like if you like are driving 65 on like a highway and all of a sudden you like turn a blind corner and like traffic's all backed up and you gotta slow down from like 65 or 70 all the way to 0, like within like a few hundred feet. Like those brakes have got to be like hotter than the surface of the sun. See, they're so fucking loud though. Like the cement truck wasn't even close to as loud as the gravel truck that just passed them. Alright, I need to get on the other side of the road though. I'm not trying to jaywalk because the traffic here is way too intermittent. I can't say that word for some reason. Intermittent. There we go. That's the proper pronunciation. That's one of those words that you like read all the time and you completely understand what the fuck it means, but like I don't really speak it all that much, I guess, so. lot of trucks going by on this road. Oh, I love that. And that one apartment up there, they have the barbecue out on the balcony. Now that's grilling on a budget. I bet it was a pain in the ass to get it all the way up there though. Probably have some like janky, narrow ass stairs and like, of course you would have to take the tank separately because that would just make it all that much more annoying to do. Although props to the owner of that grill, whoever did that feat of labor. What was that noise? It sounded like somebody was blowing a siren or something. So I don't see any like emergency vehicle or a cop, but actually it didn't sound like a cop, but more like an ambulance. That one apartment has a nasty looking fake plant on their balcony. I don't understand the appeal of a fake plant. Like the only reason I could consider it is if you're like way too lazy to figure out a way to water it, but you still want to have the like interior design of a house plant there. Although at that point you might want to just look at like a plant that doesn't really need water, like some type of succulent or cactus or shit like that. That way you can have a real living thing but not have to water it as much, I guess. Although I do think you still have to water like some like succulents, but of course it would depend on the plant and of course the climate you live in. Although here it's like fairly dry, or actually, well, it's obviously hot now in the summer, but it does get like in the 40s during winter. So it's kind of hard to say what type of plant would be the most optimal for that. Oh, there's the emergency vehicle. I don't know if that was that same one that made that siren noise, but I'm gonna just go ahead and guess that that was the one that did so. Okay, hopefully there's a light with the intersection up there, because I haven't really found a good opportunity to just jaywalk across the road. Although there is a median, so I'll only really have to worry about one direction of traffic at a time. It's kind of weird though. These apartments, they seem to be like awfully quiet. Kind of weird. Like, I understand the whole thing about, like, being business hours and people probably working right now, but even then, you would still, like expect to see some people out and about. I mean, there's cars parked in the... Fuck, that was a loud-ass truck. But there's cars parked in the parking lot, so has to be some people. I was thinking there'd be more. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this road and loud trucks, but they seem to go together a little bit too well. I love how as soon as I say that, another truck goes by. It's like, it fucking knew what I was complaining about, and it was like, fuck you, I'm gonna give you another thing to complain about. Okay, we should be getting closer. I don't remember it being this far, but of course I never walked there, I only biked there, so. Guess it's a whole new sort of distance that I'm traveling. Okay, yeah, it's definitely past here because I remember the construction. It's funny though, like all that construction wasn't even as loud as one of those gravel trucks. It's weird to think about. Okay, yeah, there's light up here. Should be able to get on the other side. I got some shit in my eye. I think it's a leaf. I think it's out though. I'm fine. I should start wearing sunglasses when I go for rides, because there's so much shit that like gets stuck in my eye that it's probably more healthy for my eyes to just wear some sort of glasses, so that random like debris doesn't get like kicked up into them. Alright, this light might take a while, I'm not too sure. Alright, come on. So many fucking gravel trucks. Alright, should just have to wait for these cars and then we can keep it going. I hope so, at least. Okay. Any second now. And can we go yet? There we go. Yeah, I was not expecting this much traffic to be on this road. Oh, and there isn't even a sidewalk, god damn it. Oh well, I guess these cars will just have to swerve past me. Although there is a pretty decent sized shoulder, so I'm not too concerned. Sarah Knoll. Yeah, see, up there is where I'm trying to go. Yeah, we got lots of vegetation out here. Hope I still have a decent signal. We are getting kind of more on the outskirts of town, I guess you could say. Yeah, stream's still doing real nice, so that's good. Like I was bouncing so much in that box truck. That thing looked like it needs some new suspension, or at least some new, what's it called? Shocks, yeah. That's what they're called. I couldn't think of it for a second. Oh, that's cool. We got the railroad over here. I forgot that that connects over here. Although this is just a bridge over it, so you would kind of have to scale up those wooded areas to be able to make it, but I don't know, maybe on the way back I'll get a little creative and see what we can do. See if I'm feeling a little adventurous, I guess. Because I'm not trying to go down some really steep shit, but if it's like just like if I find the easy way down, I'll take it. Because I'm not wearing the best shoes for like hiking right now. They're pretty much just like jogging shoes, but I'm just concerned about falling my ass by losing traction. We're definitely getting close to the entrance to the trail though. Should be just up this hill. Ooh, a nice little 911 in red. It's a newer one though. Bad thing about red paint though is once it starts going, it looks ugly. Oh, the shade. Oh, it's kind of annoying, the low branches. I gotta dodge them. Oh yeah, we're right around the corner. Sidewalk is so nice. Oh yes, here is the entrance. fire lane. Do not block. No parking anytime. Mountain lion, you gotta watch out for those motherfuckers. You gotta get real big and scare them off so they don't try to rape you. I am lucky to have never seen a mountain lion out here. I have seen one on east side of San Jose though. It was during daytime and there were lots of people out there, so I wasn't really too concerned with it. But I did see it like run down a hill really fast, which was interesting. Yeah, we're starting to get some nice views up here. Glad I don't have to walk through that tall ass grass. I'd be concerned about snakes as well. Well, snakes, ticks, and all kinds of shit like that. Whew. Yeah, I'm definitely heating up. I wish I would have brought water. Lots of horse shit on here, so you know them horses be skirting them hills. But yeah, just up here, we'll get to it in a second, but this is the spot where I shot one of my drone videos where I was doing iNav autopilot, and it was a little bit sketchy at the end because the battery voltage was so low that it was about to like fall from the sky, but luckily it had just enough juice to land safely. It's definitely cutting it close though. But yeah, once we get up here, I'll do a little 360 so you can get a full scope of where I am. I wish that like background noise was roaring of like a river or an ocean or something like that, but nope. It's just cars on a highway. Never really seen any other people up here. I had no idea why. Seems like a nice little hiking spot. We got a dragonfly over there. I'm a fancy insect. No horses allowed up these hills. But yeah, this is where I did the initial takeoff. So let's see. So, hold on, let me fix. Okay, so over there is the giant fucking electricity farm thing. Then over there, we got the quarry. And then over here, we got more residential buildings. Again, more residential buildings. And now we get a full view of the valley. All the way to San Jose. You can see it off in the distance there. All the giant ass buildings. But yeah, it's more residential south. And there's that construction site we just passed earlier. Even up here it looks fucking giant. Alright, that should be a good enough 360. Let's keep it going. I haven't ever went to the right down here, so I'm gonna take it and see where it takes me. Although my backpack is okay, I just need to balance it better. My mount was fucking up a little bit. Let me just adjust it. Okay, that should be more level, hopefully. Yeah, we get a nice fucking view from this spot, and that's why I wanted to fly a drone here so bad. We got some really nice footage. If I was more ballsy and not so concerned about crashing, I would do some FPV freestyle, but I am not too confident in my skills to do it up here. I would be too concerned about losing signal and it crashing and me never finding it. But I did get signal from really far out from that area where I did the 360, because there's not really any trees or like telephone lines to obstruct the wireless antenna, so I got a really good range from my RC transmitter. Ooh, almost stepped on a little baby lizard. Yeah, this stuff looks really dry. I'd be concerned about forest fires out here. I know that when I was hiking on Fremont Older, more south that way, that what was it? Oh yeah, they had these giant fucking dirt trails to, I think they were just fire lanes, but they were to stop spreading of fires if they were to break out. I remember, funnily enough, another drone video I shot there. I passed over, I think what was a water tank that was probably stationed there just to put out a fire just in case one were to break out. So yeah, fires aren't a fucking joke in this area. Looks like we're going closer to the power plant. Got lots of horse shit on the ground I gotta watch out for though. I'm tempted to see where that goes, but yeah, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep walking. Cause I know we should, cause the railroad goes through that area, so I was thinking maybe if I went down there I would hit it, but I think I'm gonna hit it regardless. Cause that fork in the road, it looks like that goes to the railroad also. It's nice that I get such a good signal out here, that's for sure. I mean, it still is residential, so you'd think it did. Got planes flying over us. I've seen a few like cargo planes go over here, even a couple of choppers, but not too many commercial flights. I guess they would probably either go to the San Jose airport or SFO. All right, time for the big questions. Right or left? See, the sign is telling me to go right, but my gut is telling me to go left. Although there is a map, so I'm gonna take a look at that real quick before I make my decision. Trail closures through early 2020. Alright, I'm gonna take a left. I think there's a throughway, so I'm not too concerned. I'll go with my gut instinct telling me where to go. Worst case scenario, I have to backtrack, but hey, it's not like I haven't done that before. Looks like we got a little creek thing over here. Big old log in the ground. Looks like a trimmed telephone pole, because it was very round. More lizards scurrying about. Got an old tire rotting away on a fence. That looks like a really old power line tower right there. Ooh, we got some horsies. Oh, they see me. They're trying to get some shade from this heat. I'm gonna try to see if I can go around and get a better view. I knew something ought to be making all this shit on this trail. Oh, I think it's fenced off. Oh well. I'll let them horsies be. I won't disturb them. Although there's an open, fuck it, we'll go. I think they just want all of the cars out of here. But yeah, now I can get a real good view of these guys and gals. Oh, one of them has a mask on. Let's see, what sound do horses make? Oh wait, wrong view. Nay! Yeah, I don't think they fuck with me. Let's see if we can get a view from this side. They are quite pretty, although I'm not trying to disturb them too much. They seem to be chilling, having a good old time. Alright, go back over this little thing. I'm just gonna keep walking along this trail. Although I probably could go on the railroad, but yeah, I'll just do this. Looks like this is like a little training course, probably. It's kind of weird to have all of this right next to a giant power plant, but it's probably just convenient space for them. You know, fuck it, let's go on the trail. Or the railroad, I guess. Oh. I've gotten pretty good at balancing on these tracks, actually. Now that I say that, I'm probably gonna fall right now. But I'm gonna stop once we get up to the road again, because I'm not trying to make y'all vomit from my all my movements to keep me balanced. Oh, we got more horses over there. Alright, I'm so shit at balancing. I'm just gonna walk normally. Oh yeah, there's more horses over there. Oh, that neigh though. So peaceful out here. Nice little cacti over here. Them thorns will fuck you up real good. Oh, and we got more horsies. Look at 'em. Hello. I realize people. I didn't realize there were so many horses back here. I thought it was all like industrial commercial shit with the power plant and the quarry and all that other shit. Oh man, I am fiending for some shade right now though. Yeah, not bringing water with me for this hike was a definite mistake. I'll try to keep my complaining to a minimum though. There's more dragonflies out here. I feel like I never really noticed them until now. I feel like I see them all the time. Got a plane flying above us. Oh, the shade. It's so refreshing. Yeah, so up at that crossroad, I think I'm gonna hop off this track and get back on the main road. Because if we go much farther, we're gonna get into the quarry area, and I ain't trying to fuck with them. And we should also get some more shade down that way too. See if I can balance at all right now. Seems to be doing okay. I'm gonna try to make it all the way to the crossroad and not fall. Seem to be doing good so far. Oh, I'm making a record pace right now. Someone threw their sweater right there. I don't know why the fuck it's there. Probably some homeless fucker stashed it. Oh, I'm fucking up. Okay, I saved it. I got distracted by the sweater. Maybe that's why I was putting there. So I would get distracted and fall. But no, I didn't fall for it. Hell yeah. Made it all the way. Didn't fall once, had a close call, but my balance is doing good. Time to get back on the road again. See, if I were to take a right now, I would go to the quarry, but I'm trying to head back right now, so I'm going left. Oh yeah, there's sidewalks, just I have to walk a little bit. Oh, them bugs are fucking attacking me right now. Back on the sidewalk. Holy shit, this one fly will just not leave me alone. Okay, apparently I'm going in between 3 and 4 miles per hour. I feel like that's a decent walking speed. Oh fuck, I was going 7 for a second. It's kind of cool that that speed sensor can detect like a person walking so slowly. Like usually those things don't even register until you get a huge ass car flying by at like 30 mile per hour plus. Yeah, this is so nice being in the shade on the sidewalk. Don't have to deal with a bunch of rocks on the ground, and you don't have to deal with the heat from the sun. Although, I don't think it's anywhere as pretty. I mean, it's still pretty nice, but not as nice as that gorgeous view we had up there. Although we do have to deal with cars here. Can y'all hear that like hum from the power line? It sounds so spooky. It sounds like the faintest taser ever, just constantly going off. Because I'm sure they like transmit power on those at like 500 like fucking kilovolt or something crazy like that. I think they do that to try to minimize the amount of power loss that they get in like transporting the power. Because of course the further it runs down a wire, the more of it like dissipates. But the high voltage like tries to stop that, I think. Short bus. Excuse me. Okay, it looks like I'm gonna be backtracking a little bit just because I don't want to go right at the intersection. I'm just gonna go straight back from where I came. Fire department. You know what? Let's go other side just for the fuck of it. Why not? The closer we get to this road, the more trucks that go by. My place got the AC blowing. Alright, hopefully this light doesn't take too long. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go. The light doesn't switch on me. Oh no! Oh, I'm gonna get ran over. Okay, I'm fine. I'm tripping. Gotta fix my angle though. got a little bit fucked up when I started running. Let me check the stream real quick. Oh shit, my battery stopped charging. Let me see if I can get it to restart. Okay. Yeah, my phone's at 35%, but it started charging again, so I think we're fine. I'm not gonna go too much longer, so shouldn't really be an issue. It's good I checked though. I didn't want to lose the stream without me knowing about. Yeah, we've been going for almost 2 hours now, so. Those are some well-maintained bushes. Now these ones, not so much. But hey, to each their own. See, I don't get the appeal of AstroTurf. Like, if you want grass, like, just have regular grass. But if you want, like, something that ain't grass, just get, like, rocks or gravel or some shit like that. Like, it can still be pretty, but I'd rather have gravel than some type of plastic fucking grass on my lawn. It's not really like it's serving a purpose other than aesthetics. Oh, look at these crows fucking loitering on this fucking trash bin. They're ready to have a feast. I think I scared him off. a big ass DHL truck. See, I don't know how people drive like those big ass trucks like that. Like, I'd be so clumsy with it and just crash into everything, because I'm sure those fuckers have giant blind spots that you gotta worry about. I didn't even realize there was a bridge on this side as well. I guess I never looked. I don't know why they didn't just make it integrated with the bridge for the cars. That would have probably been cheaper. Although maybe they made the bridge for the cars first, and these little side ones are maybe like an afterthought. I do have to admit, they are kind of pretty though. Someone left their Starbucks. Let's see, I'm trying to fix the angle. I'm thinking that should be good. Maybe up just a little bit. It's hard for me to tell because I can't really see the phone screen from where it's mounted, so I'm kind of having to guess at what angle is the most optimal, I guess. Let me check on the battery real quick. I'm gonna use use up every last drop of juice I got from my battery pack, and hopefully that should last me until I end the stream. But we're definitely running low on power. looks like a Corvette we got up here. Guys, I'm gonna end it here. I want to thank you for watching. My phone's almost dead, so I'm gonna turn it off here, but make sure to tune in for the next one.